Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yep, it's that time. It's the Good Morning Show on 12:30 a.m. WBOK, the station you listen to all day long. It is straight up 7 o'clock in the a.m. on this August 18th, 2026. I'm Ro Brown, and I'm sitting in today for Will Sutton and whoever else would be here with Will Sutton ordinarily. So, and Jared is here. Yeah, you get your usual bell ring, Jared. Good to have you with us this morning. Hope everything is going all right with you all in your world. You know the usual. It's 7 o'clock and it's school time. We've got school zones going on, so be careful. 20 miles an hour. 20 miles an hour. That's all you're supposed to do. And as far as the weather is concerned, it's hot. It's hot. Okay. Now, I could go through all the other things about the temperature. By the way, the current temperature is 83 degrees. And the whole works. Let's see. The high today, it looks like by 1 o'clock today, it'll be 92 degrees. As far as rain is concerned, 15% rain is the highest that we have. But, if you're looking ahead, the 7-day forecast says, high of 95, 93, then high of 93, high of 94, you know the spiel. It gets to be 95, and then the heat index and all that good stuff is well over 100. So it's hot. So take care of yourselves out there in that heat. Make sure you hydrate and all that good stuff. And if you're not hydrating, stay out of the heat. Stay inside in the air conditioner.
That's right.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. Once again, good morning, and that little voice that you heard that wasn't quite mine. Voice that's probably a lot better than mine.
No way.
I look at it this way. I know three famous people from Minden, Louisiana.
Uh-oh.
Off the top of my head, just three famous people. One was Percy Mayfield, great blues singer.
Yep.
For those who don't know, the song, Please Send Me Someone to Love. I think he wrote it, Hit the Road Jack, the Ray Charles song. I think he wrote that.
May have.
Hit the Road Jack.
I have to go Google it.
Mm-hmm. The other is Sweet Lou Dunbar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My mama's classmate.
Oh, really? Yep.
Or maybe his sister is. His sister's my mom's classmate.
Okay. Terrific high school basketball player. And then went on to the University of Houston and made his name as Sweet Lou Dunbar.
Sweet Lou.
Of the Harlem Globetrotters.
That's right.
And the third is that voice that you hear, That's, A. Manning and all that good stuff. And that is Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes.
Man, I got a bell ring. I feel so special.
Bell rings. That's right. Bell rings.
I feel very special.
I don't even get bell rings. Okay?
Good morning, New Orleans.
How you been, lady?
I've been good.
What you been up to?
Been working.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson. Got to keep working day and night.
Working day and night.
Yes, I've been working.
Okay, you could start, later on. You could start at the beginning, but Kiki Baker Barnes, you are Commissioner
of the HBCU Athletic Conference. That's my day job.
How many schools?
We
now?
have 16 members.
16
we
members.
are the largest athletic league of the 5 HBCU conferences now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful thing.
How many schools now?
16.
Because it seemed like every month you're adding a school to me.
Listen, we had a very aggressive growth strategy for the conference.
Obviously.
And I am very proud to say we achieved our number. Our number was 16. Anything over that is lagniappe.
Okay.
So I feel really good.
16, and you ended up with?
We 16.
You're at 16.
We're at
right?
16.
That's what you
and I got a couple of possibles.
Okay.
You play a card game, dominoes.
You like the Southeastern Conference and the Big Ten, you know?
That's all I'm saying.
16 schools, 18 schools,
I
the
tell
whole
them,
works,
I tell them all the time. We got
schools such as Suno and, come on,
Dillard University,
keep going, keep
Fisk
going.
University,
Mhm.
Houston Tillotson University, Jarvis Christian University, Oakwood University, Philander Smith University, Paul Quinn University, Russ College, Southern New
Springs.
Orleans, Talladega
Mhm.
College, Tougaloo College, University of Virgin Islands, Voorhees University, Wiley University, and Wilberforce University. That's my 16.
There you go.
The Sweet 16, baby.
The Sweet 16.
That's what we're going to start
calling.
calling. Yes, we're going to call ourselves the Sweet 16.
Now, like you said, the first time I saw her, she was a basketball and a track athlete at the University of New Orleans. Now,
LSU New Orleans.
LSU New Orleans. How do you
That's right.
feel about that, by the way, as an alum?
As an alum, it took me a minute
Okay.
because I wore blue and silver.
Mm-hmm.
But I must say, I am very inspired by the interim chancellor, Jeanette. She's incredible.
Miss Weiland?
Yes, she
she-
has assembled a great team over there. I know Coach Gio was my colleague at Loyola, but as we were talking maybe about a week or two ago, I didn't realize that he was the assistant coach. Maybe my year going out, so headed out in 96, 97, he had come on staff.
Mhm.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I don't even think I remember you from that time. Like, good Lord. I didn't know we went back that far, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's pretty cool. But I'm excited. I don't know if you saw this, they just hired Irvin.
Was there?
Holla, Irvin Johnson.
I was there.
Of
I talked
course
to
you
him.
were there. I'm acting like I don't know. Come
Well,
on. This the man, the myth, the legend I'm
No,
here
no,
with
no,
today.
No, not me. No.
Yeah.
No, he it's a good thing. We're talking about what you were referring to is the University of New Orleans hired one of their great players and one of their
Yep.
great stories, Irvin Johnson, who played 13 years in the National Basketball Association.
Yep.
After walking into Tim Floyd's office from off the street
Ain't that something?
and couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time, but he was 6 feet 10 inches tall.
Ooh.
And
Can't
about
coach height. That's
2
what we always
years
say.
later, you saw him and he went, wait a minute. Where
Man.
did he learn how to play like that?
A
now
bad
he's
man.
an assistant coach under
Yeah.
Stacey Hollowell.
So it's growing on me.
That's good.
Yellow's
Okay.
one of my favorite colors. So
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So pick it up from there. You come to UNO.
it was
Have
there.
two sport athlete there. Go on.
Yeah.
Pick up your story after that.
Pick
Yeah,
up my
what'd you do?
story.
Go.
Okay. Couple of things. One, we beat Louisiana Tech. I'm gonna say it every time when they were number 3 in the nation, baby. With that,
Who was that then? The
that
star
was,
player then at Tech.
at the time, it was Vicki Johnson,
Vicki Johnson. yeah.
Amanda Wilson,
Vicki
Tamika Jackson.
Yeah.
Who else was on that squad? Monica Maxwell.
Yeah, it was really one of their last, really
Good
national,
team.
nationally ranked teams.
Yeah.
But anyway, congratulations.
So we did that.
Keep going.
And-
Come on, get
and I-
past that.
Yeah, and I still hold that triple jump record.
I know. I was going to bring that up, but keep going.
So I left there with the UL Lafayette to start my career in sport as a graduate assistant basketball coach, which was pretty cool. So I spent a couple of years in Raging Cajun land, then went to Southern Baton Rouge for a year. That was my first full-time job. Was there for 1 year and then took the head coaching job at the age of 25 at Southern at Shreveport. I was asked to rebuild the program. And so that was probably I feel like the foreshadowing of what was to come, the rebuilding and all the things that I had to do there. I had 3 out of the 4 programs, cheer, dance, and basketball. And so I was building all those simultaneously. Had a good time there. Eventually came back here to get back in school to start the PhD program. And I wound up getting over at Dillard with Robin Martin. You remember Robin?
Of course.
Dr. Robin
Oh,
Martin?
yeah.
She's got a book now. She's amazing. She's doing some incredible work. She's got a couple of books actually. But I wound up working with her the year before Hurricane Katrina hit. And I remember being really excited to work with her because she also played for former University of New Orleans. So it was just, it felt like such a full circle moment only to have Katrina come through and wash it all away, which was crazy. But, kind of one of the things that I think that happens sometimes, sometimes good things still come out of bad situations. And for me, even though I initially lost my job, when we came back, we moved in. I think we were living at the Marriott on Canal Street at that time with Dillard, and Robin had taken another job, another AD job out in California. They were looking for someone to kind of hop in and get to working really quickly, and they had cut the programs down to 3 programs. And I was like, well, I've run 3 programs before I could die. I've done that before. So, it worked out. They gave me a shot, and I got my opportunity to be an athletic director. And I'm forever grateful to Dr. Hughes, who recently passed in the last year. But, she gave me a shot, the opportunity of a lifetime. And 17 years I spent there before transitioning to the current role I'm in now as commissioner. So it's been a very interesting ride. Yeah.
Mhm. Sounds that way. Sounds that way. That's Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes, um, who's sitting in with us today on the Good Morning Show, 7:12 a.m. I'm Ro Brown, sitting in for Will Sutton. Later on in the show, the chief will be here.
All right. The chief.
The police chief. The chief.
Get your questions ready.
And Kirkpatrick. Yep. So get your questions ready. And chief comes here, regular comes here, has our regular stop here. I don't know if it's every month or every 2 weeks or whatever. But anyway, she's a regular here. She comes here all
That's awesome.
the time and has her thing. And good for her, doesn't shy away from things. And that is a good thing.
Yep.
Speaking of books, you got a book too, right? We're going to talk about that
do,
later. Okay,
yes.
yeah, because you mentioned Robin's book. You got a book, and we will talk about it. What's the name of your book, by the way?
Name of my book is Blazing Your Own Trail: Faith, Focus, and Forward Momentum in Leadership.
Yeah, I should say, you're an African American woman. You're heading an athletic conference. How many of you are there?
6.
6?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Crazy,
right.
huh? It's only 6. Man. We have a nice little group chat.
When you look at how many you had maybe 6 years ago, that's
It
a lot.
was- I know it is. Hey, you're right.
That's a lot.
You are so right. You are
And,
so right about that.
I mean, African American males leading conferences. I bet you it's
Oh.
less than 6.
It is.
I bet you it's less than 6.
So I would say the only 3. One is here, Keith for the Sun Belt, and then Charles with the SWAC and Anthony with the SIAC.
Okay.
Oh, Jason Horn, who used to be the AD at Xavier,
Yeah.
just took a commissioner job of the Red River. It's the conference
Red River.
the conference that Xavier just left.
Right.
He just took the commissioner job there. So there
Did
may
he?
be
Okay.
4.
Mhm.
That's
All
4.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I can name them all.
Yep.
Like
I know. Yeah.
insane.
Told you there'd be more black females than black males.
You did.
Yeah. What more? 7:14 a.m. So as I said, the chief will be here, Chief Ann Kirkpatrick. Always good to have her here at WBOK on the Good Morning Show. We'll also talk about Stephen A. Smith and NABJ.
Man.
Now, that's not just a sports story, by the way.
No.
It is.
This is national news, sir.
Yeah. NABJ's convention, which, Will Sutton, one of the places he's gallivanting around the world.
Wasn't Will like a founder?
He was president at one time.
A president. Okay. I was like, I know he was
he's
at
president.
the very beginning of
He was president.
Go,
president
Will.
At one point. So, yeah. So, he's in there, and I'm sure when he gets back, he will
have plenty of
plenty of stuff to talk about, including the Stephen A. Smith situation. In case you don't know, Stephen A. Smith, of course, is a very successful, he has become the face of ESPN, so to speak, a very successful sports writer. I've always told people that one of the, in my opinion, one of the worst things to happen to young African Americans who want to get into sports media is Stephen A. Smith.
Wait.
Now, and I know that's the reaction.
Wait.
That's the initial reaction. But then I have to explain it to people.
Please explain it to
It's
me.
not Stephen A. Smith's fault.
Okay.
It's not that he necessarily did anything.
Okay.
He did a lot. Okay. I mean,
Okay.
$100 million man and all that stuff.
I
And,
mean-
and has a lot of his own, And when I say that Stephen A. Smith is the problem, it's because young African Americans who want to get into this business think that Stephen A. Smith just happened, just dropped out of the
Out of the sky.
And all of a sudden, all you got to do is talk loud, have
Real
an
loud.
opinion, and you get to wear
And be
nice
obnoxious.
clothes every Monday, every morning,
Mhm.
and you make a lot of money,
I
and you
know.
only got to work like 2 or 3 hours a day because that's all they know of that he does.
Yeah.
And no, Stephen A. Smith was a daily columnist for a major newspaper for 20 or 25 years.
Wow.
Okay.
He's
that's
a
what I
writer.
mean by, he's
Yeah.
the worst thing that happened. Not because of him,
Yeah.
but because they think it just happened.
It just happened. Nothing ever just happens.
Stephen A. Smith worked is my point. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's who Stephen A. Smith is. He's become very successful. He's dabbled into politics lately because he has a podcast and he has all of these things that he has going on
Yep.
that's very successful and all that good stuff.
Yep.
And but NABJ at their convention every year they give a thumbs down award, and one of the thumbs down awards was given to Stephen A. Smith this year.
Well deserved.
Okay, well you can say why. Okay, you got about an hour and 40 minutes or so.
We gonna
to
talk
say
about
why.
We gonna talk about it.
Okay, all right. I haven't said anything yet.
We ain't said that yet, not yet.
I haven't, but that's cool.
Well
That's cool.
deserved. No.
Anyway.
Who else started us some stuff? I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm only here for one day. I'm gonna get fired on my first day.
So yeah, that's you're not gonna get fired. You're not gonna get fired. You won't get fired. And I'm sure we'll talk about this with Chief Kirkpatrick when she's here. Unfortunately, a young teenage guy from Belle Chase was killed when he went into the Plaza Tower
I know.
and fell to his death.
Oh no.
What do they call it? Urban, whatever. People go into the abandoned buildings and certain places. But anyway,
Super sad.
condolences to him. It's really sad, but I'm sure the chief will talk about that
Yep.
also.
Maybe they can tell us when they're gonna do something with that building anyway.
Well, that's another part.
That's
of
a
the story
whole nother question, huh?
that I was going to bring up. The part of the story.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Yep. We can talk about that too.
Yeah.
And what needs to be done there.
Yeah.
And one of our judges who in Orleans Parish, because of the governor, the judge
Man,
things has been
we got a lot going on. Like,
we had 3 judicial candidates disqualified yesterday.
Wait.
And,
I think I just wait yesterday.
yeah, and
What
one
did
of
I
them was
miss?
Judge Lombard.
No.
And wasn't Judge Lombard the one that the governor said was the best of the 3 that they were going to get rid of? Anyway, yeah, Judge Lombard was one of the people who was disqualified. One of the 3 judges disqualified yesterday, and I know Will talks about that a great deal.
Oh my
And,
goodness. I didn't see that yesterday, so now I got to get caught up. Oh, we gonna get caught up today, huh? We getting caught up.
Get caught up. Yep. And for you sports people, with the little sports people, before we go to break, the first round draft pick of the New Orleans Saints, Jordan Tyson, will be out 2 months with a hamstring injury.
Whoa.
Now, the question was, when he was during the lead up to the draft, the thing was, yeah, he's a good player, but he may be injury prone because he sustained some injuries during his collegiate career. And it seemed to be a lingering kind of thing. And so some people said,
maybe we need to not go there.
Not go there. But the Saints did go there, and they took the chance. And doesn't mean that that's going to be his whole career, but he's going to miss 2 months now from that, and from that particular hamstring injury. And that's that. So that's what you're going to hear. Some of the things you're going to hear in the Good Morning Show. The number is 504-582-9422. That's 504-582-9422. This is the Good Morning Show. I'm Ro Brown, sitting in for Will Sutton at 7:20 a.m. Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes, Commissioner of the HBCU Athletic Conference, is with us this morning. And Jared is here as well. We'll be right back after this break.
Elizabeth Kubel, and here are your Tuesday headlines. Different lights, same responsibility. This morning, Louisiana's law requiring drivers to move over now goes beyond just police and ambulances. The expanded move over law now requires drivers to move over for disabled vehicles displaying hazard lights, flashing lights, or another emergency warning device. The law continues to require drivers to yield the right-of-way to emergency vehicles using their audible or visual warning signals. A heads up for those on the West Bank, crews with the Sewage and Water Board will be working on a water main on General de Gaulle at Indiana Street today, which means that you may see lower than normal water pressure. The work will take place between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. And then when water is restored, just run your faucets for 5 minutes to flush out the lines before going back to regular use. Some unwelcome news for Saints fans this morning. First-round pick Jordan Tyson is set to miss around 2 months due to a hamstring injury that he suffered last week. The Saints drafted Tyson despite his long injury history in college, and this is now his 4th hamstring issue in less than a year. It is a big blow to a Saints offense that was hoping to pair Tyson with Chris Olave to give quarterback Tyler Shuck a pair of dangerous receiving threats in his first full season as a starter. And that is a look for you at your Tuesday morning headlines. I'm Elizabeth.
This is Monica Pierre along with Sally Ann Roberts Davon, co-host of Your Power is On.
Tune in Sunday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for music that feeds the spirit. Get your Sunday on.
Right here on WBOK 1230 a.m. and WBOK1230.com, the station you listen to all day long.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana companies through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about what the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation does, please visit www.jazzandheritage.org.
We are the rhythm of the streets.
The flavor in every dish.
The story in every song.
We are New Orleans Tourism and Cultural Foundation.
We help artists build the future of New Orleans.
Because when the culture thrives, our people thrive.
Every note, every brushstroke, every dish is a door opening new possibilities for those who carry our traditions forward. And when we open that door, the whole city moves forward. For New Orleans Tourism and Cultural Foundation, culture is our open door.
This summer, the place to be is downtown. From incredible restaurants and shopping to retail, wellness, and so much more. Enjoy special offers and discounts from participating downtown businesses all season long. Brought to you by the Downtown Development District. Whether it's after work, date night, or weekend fun, there's always something happening downtown. Plan your next outing at participating locations like Coppervine, Mother's, the Audubon Aquarium, and Riverwalk Outlets. Visit downtownnola.com. Summer starts here.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft.
Oh no.
That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If we find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes to your financial accounts, we alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that could make all the difference. Save up to 30% with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
What if you could pull up a chair at the same table as your doctors? Join me, Kimber White Dupree, as I welcome board-certified physicians, Dr. Princess Dinner and Dr. Darlonda Rayno Harris. For Table Rounds, we're bringing those meaningful medical conversations out of the hospital and into our community. Health topics that matter most, from the health disparities and menopause to mental health and much more. Table Rounds with Dr. Princess Dinner and Dr. Darlonda Rayno Harris. Every fourth Monday at 10 a.m. on the front porch, because better conversations lead to better health.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton.
When it comes to family planning, should you go with a will or a trust?
A will is like leaving instructions to the court. It tells them who gets what, but your family still has to go through a succession, which can be costly and time-consuming.
A trust, on the other hand, avoids court altogether. So when the time comes, everything transfers smoothly to your loved ones.
It's a little more work up front, but way less hassle and expense later. Plan smart, save time, and take care of your family.
This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Today is a WDSU First Warning Weather Alert Day. Areas surrounding the lake are under an extreme heat warning. We could feel up to 115. Everyone else under a heat advisory, those areas could feel up to 110. Either way it goes, it's going to be a hot one. Afternoon storm chances are possible. Expect frequent lightning, also possibly some heavy rain. Tonight, lows are 76 to 81. Tomorrow, more heat with highs 93 to 96. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Reshaw.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Welcome back to the Good Morning Show. It's 7:28 a.m. on August 18th, 2026. I'm Ro Brown, and I'm sitting in with Kiki Baker Barnes, Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes of the HBCU Conference Commissioner. Thank you for being here with us this
Happy
morning,
to be here.
madam.
Good morning.
Yep. Otherwise, before we get to talking about stuff, like I said, 504-582-9422.
Call us, y'all.
That's the number. What else you been up to besides work, HBCU conference?
Well,
what's going on with you?
I had an opportunity to host my first Girls in Sports conference this summer.
Okay.
Thursday, July 2nd, we were at LSU New Orleans, and we hosted her game, her Future Fest. We had over 153 high school girls attend from the local area. It was incredible. We had some great partners. Haunt Enterprises was one of my sponsors. Cox Communications came in and was a big sponsor for us, and had a number of individual sponsors who worked with us. But it was just an incredible opportunity to just connect with women across this, area. I had people fly in who came in to pour into these young ladies. Golly, it was just a lot of fun. And we were really happy to do it. We are having a conversation now. Oh, did you hear me?
We're gonna get to that later. Yeah, that's we'll get to that later. That's all right. That's all right, Jared.
Okay,
I'm about to call that up, but yeah, just continue. What you were saying.
Yeah. So we had a really, 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 really good time with again having an opportunity to expose girls to different careers in sports. Again, just had a number of volunteers, people who all were there to ensure that we gave those kids an incredible experience. And we'll be doing it again next year, same time. So can't wait to share more information about that. But it's been great. We had a meeting yesterday in terms of planning out programming for the year leading up to it. So that's my other thing. So, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Now, you heard us mention earlier about Stephen A. Smith. What's going on with Stephen A. Smith? The National Association of Black Journalists at their convention over the weekend. Every year they give a thumbs down award to media people that they feel have not been the best of friends to media, especially African-American media and African-Americans in media. And a couple of those people, Brendan Carr, who's commissioner of the FCC, Trump's hatchet guy, that was an obvious one. Yeah, and the guy who owns, what's his name? Juwan McCoy?
Juwan McCoy.
A black man who owns WISH-TV in Indianapolis, Indiana. He was on the list. And so was, I guess, the most famous person, Stephen A. Smith, of course, of ESPN.
Stephen A.
Yep. With his, $100 million contract and kind of the face of ESPN works. And the NABJ gave him a thumbs down award. And Jerry, can we hear why NABJ is giving him a thumbs down award? Hit that for us, please, if you have
it. Stephen A. Smith, sports analyst and political commentator. Smith has established a recurring public pattern of disparaging commentary directed at prominent black women across politics, sports, and media. Such commentary reinforces harmful narratives, undermines the fair and respectful representation of black women in public discourse, and stands in direct conflict with NABJ's long-standing commitment to accurate, responsible, and inclusive portrayals of black communities.
Okay. That's it. That's what the National Association of Black Journalists said. Those are their reasons for giving Stephen A. Smith the thumbs down award.
Womp, womp, womp.
the thumbs down award. As Dr. Baker Barnes gives the thumbs down.
Womp, womp, womp.
So, yeah, people, what do you think about this? And when I say that this is, it's more than just a sports award because he's a sportscaster. Okay?
Yeah.
And this is about a lot of things.
There are so many.
Media representation.
I know.
It's about media ownership and media advancement and media success, which you can't argue that Stephen A. Smith is. You can't argue he's been successful.
Yeah, he's at top of. He's at top of the game now.
And about some people would say blacks talking about other blacks and African Americans putting their business out in the streets and their dirty laundry. Just a lot of people have a lot of things they think about this, and that's what it's about. 504-582-9422 if you want to get in and talk about it, because we're going to talk about it anyway. And, okay, madam, you said it's well deserved.
Yeah.
Why?
Yes, because as a woman in sport, a black woman in sport, and I think when I talk to my colleagues across the country, sometimes we feel like there's just no protection for us in any space. Like everybody's willing to take us out. And it feels as if we're always the ones holding it down for everybody, kind of but there seems to sometimes we feel that there should, where does the black man stand in all of this? Why don't you have our back sometimes? Why can't you put your personal privilege or your personal ambition to the side and for once just stand up, right? Don't toe the line. And that's what I feel like it personally feels like, right? Like you just want somebody to toe the line. I'll give you the example or the antithesis in my personal opinion of Stephen A. And I would say that would be Ryan Clark. Ryan is a person that used his personal platform, in my personal opinion, I'll say just for me, but I think other people felt like he always was like down for the people. Like he was going to say what need to be said regardless of platform, if that makes any sense. And with all that power and all them people, like you just want to get in line with everybody else. It just feels weird. And that's water cooler talk, right? Like this is,
Okay.
we just want more from those that wound up getting a little power. Like why that power can't support us?
Okay. All right.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
is the
people
phone line?
feel that
Wait,
way, yeah.
oh, the phone lines? Oh, phone lines. Oh, the phone lines heating up, y'all. Uh-oh.
504-582-9422. I'm Ro Brown, sitting in for Will Sutton. Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes of the HBCU Conference Commissioner. We're talking about Stephen A. Smith and the National Association of Black Journalists, who awarded Stephen A. Smith their Thumbs Down Award. Let's go to line one. OT. Is this OT?
Yeah, it is, man. Well,
Hey.
first of all, I'm yeah, how y'all doing? First of all, I'm disappointed in the conversation. I have, not just nationally, the whole narrative around it. And to two of my favorite people in the world, I have a bunch of respect for you guys. But I mean, this cancel culture thing is, and as an ex-athlete and someone who's played a little journalism, I've seen more black women on Stephen A's shows and on his platforms than any other sports show I've ever watched. Fact. I've seen him more black producers or analysts on his show, and I'm not a fan of Stephen A. because our political bent is a little different. It is a little different. But to take this narrative and push it the other way, and especially because it didn't happen like that. They weren't out sicking black women on him until he had a different position about the WNBA and the trans and what is a woman rule. And I absolutely agree with him on that. And no one has fought for black folk and black women. I won awards for mentoring young black boys and girls. We're not allowed to have a different opinion on certain issues without people trying to disparage your whole careers. And for black folk to say that you can take one thing and sick. Ro, you've been a journalist. You've been one of the most objective. Some people could say that maybe you weren't black enough on a topic, or black enough on an article, or black enough on a show talking about issues where maybe there was some issue about race. So I really hate this whole effort here because it's more political than it is professional. I would not want to be in the political organization with Stephen A. I don't have the same views that he has politically.
Yeah.
But as I look at what he's done for black sports journalists and female black analysts, and it's a fact, I have seen more black women on his show giving platforms and making money than any other sports show in this country. Fact.
Yeah.
So
well,
I just think we're going a little overboard with this.
I got you.
Well, I think it's OT from my standpoint. It seems like it's more a case, as you said, political. I think it's more. I think people kind of got edgy with my good friend Sean. Just wait.
Disparaging black women. He got a black daughter. And
but wait, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's more my good friend Sean Hannity and my good friend. You know what I mean?
Those people not our friends.
And those kind of with those kinds of the circles that he seems to put himself in, and people think since he got all the money a lot of money that he went into those circles. You think that has something to do with it too?
Well, I mean, of course. Look, there's nothing like.
And I'm not saying that that's bad, but that's what I think.
That's part of it. Yeah.
Look, I would not be friends or associates with some of the people. But look, I'm friends and associates with and I have business and professional relationships with some people that we differ politically. We're on the different sides of the aisle, but we have common interests in hunting and fishing and going to the Saints games and there are people I know who would vote for Trump that would be there for me if I really needed them.
Yeah.
I just hate the fact that everyone who's dismissing him or jumping on his bandwagon isn't saying or stating what is a fact. More black women have had platforms on his sports show than any other sports show in America.
That's probably that's
but
it's not his own. But that's because it's ESPN. It's not just him by himself. Like he's got a larger platform that's larger than.
Dr. Barnes, he is the executive producer.
Yeah, he decides what's on that show. And let's face it. Let's face it.
So we can't have it both ways, right? Mm-hmm. Where ESPN is trying to get rid of black voices, but he's given platform to black voices. Come on now.
They did get rid of a lot of them.
We can't have it both ways.
Well, I think it's difficult to say. I mean, ESPN has kind of hitched its wagon to women's sports. Okay, when other people are running Major League Baseball, they're running women's professional softball at the same time. And that's what they've decided to do. Okay, and I mean, look at the number of women who work at ESPN. Okay. A whole lot more black women who work at ESPN, I think, black men.
But the narrative changes, Ro. There was just articles, right? Mm-hmm. And there was just shows about the fact that the executive producers at ESPN are trying to silence Ryan Clark, or the guy who's the quarterback at Auburn. I forgot his name. ESPN is producing more shows for women, but the executives are canceling strong black voices. Which one is it, Ro?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying, I think it's both. I never disagreed with you. Yeah.
Look, I hate the fact that we jump on these trends now, right? And we have these conversations with folk, right here in our community. If someone else has an issue, we go and jump on their bandwagon, and we ain't fixed our stuff yet. So, so we're saying that he's disparaging black women or gay. I'm not a Stephen A. fan, but we're taking it a little far.
Right. But he did though. That's black. Go back and look at the comments on Jasmine Crockett. Go look at those comments.
Who did he disparage?
I just named her.
Huh?
I just named her. Jasmine Crockett. You have to go look at that. Look at that commentary he did when she was running.
No. I saw that. His comment was,
I got you.
Maybe her cursing and her demeanor may have affected her, and evidently it did. Jasmine Crockett jumped on the Hispanic immigrant black wagon, and those people in that community voted against her. That's a fact.
Yeah, I heard what she said. What he said about Jasmine Crockett.
So how we jumping on other people's bandwagons when we really ain't fixed or gave attention to the stuff in our that's on our agenda.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what in many cases that's what I don't understand.
I get it. Yep. I get it.
But he's a hot topic, so we gonna talk about it. He the hot topic, so we gonna talk about it just like he gonna be on the hot topic and talk about it.
There you go. And bingo, too often we don't look in the mirror and we forget that time we could have been Malcolm X or we could have been Fred Hampton, because we all have those moments in our life.
Hey.
Yep.
If he can dish it, he can take it.
All right, OT.
Thanks, OT.
Now, Dr. Barnes, that's the truest thing ever said. This is a hot topic to talk about. A lot of people gonna want to work with the T, and that's it. But it can be both. Y'all have a great day. I love y'all.
All right.
Thanks, OT.
Thank you, man. All right. 504 582-9422. We're going to take a break right here. Eric, hold on. We're going to be right back. I'm Ro Brown with Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes on the Good Morning Show, 1230 a.m. WBOK, the station you listen to all day long.
Hi, I'm Leo Jackson, host of Sunday Gospel here every Sunday morning, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 12 o'clock till 2 p.m. You don't want to miss this move of God. It happens only on WBOK. You listen to all day long.
New Orleans parents, is your child preparing for the ACT? Top Tutors for Us provides personalized test prep designed for African American students who will connect with tutors who look like them from top HBCUs. Our students receive targeted instruction, consistent practice, and the encouragement they need to raise their scores and compete for college scholarships. Founded right here in New Orleans, our award-winning program was designed with our students in mind. Don't wait until test day. Visit TopTutorsForUs.com and help your child begin preparing today.
Wake up and join us on the Good Morning Show every first and third Friday at 8 a.m. to hear our friends at New Orleans & Company, the official destination sales and marketing organization for New Orleans and a driving force behind our city's cultural economy. Learn more at www.neworleans.com.
Greetings and salutations. I am Edward B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
This is Andronika Morris, host of Put Housing First. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock where we will discuss how housing affects every aspect of our lives and what's necessary, what's needed to guarantee housing for all. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock as we dig down deep onto the issues that affect all of us.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana companies through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about what the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation does, please visit www.jazzandheritage.org.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a Good Morning Show at 7:48 a.m. I'm Ro Brown, sitting in for Will Sutton. Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes is with us. We are talking right now about the Stephen A. Smith NABJ, National Association of Black Journalists Convention situation. Stephen A. Smith awarded the Thumbs Down Award by the NABJ at their convention over the weekend. 504-582-9422 if you want to call. Eric, we're coming right to you. But first, let's hear what Stephen A. Smith had to say.
It's not objectivity. This was a smear job, but it won't stop me. I don't want enemies, but I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to call things as I see them, which I've earned the right to do over a journalism career that now spans 33 years. I was good enough to celebrate and to bring on board when I was showing up there. And the second I'm not there, I get a thumbs down. And we throw out a very incendiary critique of me, accusing me of disparaging black women. When what you really meant to say is that I'm disparaging liberals because I happen to disagree with some of the things that the left is doing. People behind the scenes in the political stratosphere, in my opinion, influenced your decision to do what you did. If these so-called disparaging things I did were true, and I was saying it about black female conservatives, you wouldn't have said a word, which means it's not my credibility that's in question. It's yours, because a journalism organization ain't supposed to be doing that.
That's Stephen A. Smith with a bit of his reply, and I'm sure there will be more later on, a bit of his reply to the National Association of Black Journalists.
Coming in hot.
They are giving him one of their 4 or 5 thumbs down awards.
You know, but that happened every year, though. It's not that.
Well, yeah, I know. It's not that it happened, but, you know. Yeah.
I was like,
He's
but
not the only one.
I was like, they do this every year, so it's not like it was this first time. And
No. Nobody's saying it's the first time.
Yeah. He acted it in his response. He's saying it like, "Oh, I didn't come to one time, and now y'all gonna do me in." He kind of acted as if.
No, I think he's saying that because NABJ embraced him.
I mean,
no, they embraced him before.
Yeah.
No, they did. And rightfully so. Yeah, no, they embraced him, and he embraced them. And they did. No, that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's not new either. Okay, that's not a first time either. Okay, no, he was a star at NABJ convention.
Yeah,
no, he was.
I don't think he's still not a star. They just think he's not being responsible with his stardom. I think that's where they are with it. At least that's what it sounds like to me from the outside.
Yeah. Well, 504-582-9422. Let's go to line 2. Hey, Eric. Thank you for holding, sir.
Welcome.
Eric, are you there? Eric?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's an unfortunate set of circumstances and events. I think there's a lot of adolescence kind of stuff coming out now, and where you have, one black individual fighting an institution and black institution fighting an individual in the public eye like that. I think they really should hold back on giving public denunciations of people, because now we have what we have. It's just to me, it's like a cat fight. It's like an adolescents going at each other, and it doesn't really help and to me, it hurts the black community as a whole. So I don't really see the benefit of coming out with these negative proclamations. I heard an editorial yesterday. Some people were concerned about the NABJ not denouncing Stephen Smith when he was coming down on black male athletes. He's done that for years, for decades, but the NABJ didn't come down on him for doing that, but they will do it for coming down on black females. I think you have to be even-handed. If they're going to come down hard on him for coming down on black females, they should come down hard on him for criticizing the black males. And he has, as they said in the editorial, he's really never come after white male athletes. He's somewhat protected them for the most part. I'm not saying 100%, but he has not had fair treatment in terms of how he addresses black male athletes and white male athletes. It's been always he somewhat protects or doesn't say anything about white male athletes and inappropriate behavior, but he will come down to black athletes. So I think there's criticism that can be had on Stephen A. Smith and NABJ that I think both individuals or organizations need to look at themselves, and particularly if there's a political aspect to it. As you said, I think the journalists ought to try to stay away from the political aspects and try to be as neutral as possible.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, but yeah. But go on.
But I think they, when you come down on political aspects of things, you're going to catch some fire. So if they want to catch the fire, that's up to them. But I think they have to expect that when they do come down on one side or the other on the political ledger of things.
I said that. I said that, Eric.
Yeah, right. Well, I thought you made a good point. I just said it because I thought you made a good point.
Yeah. That was my thing. I think that it's more, more of that than anything else. You're just curious because I've heard other people say that. That he comes down on black male athletes and doesn't on white male athletes. What I don't know what. Why do you think that? I mean, is it because they talk more about black male athletes? I don't know. I mean,
Well, I heard in the editorial yesterday, it was on YouTube, they said he basically speaks for the white males who may have negative perspectives about black athletes. They may not feel comfortable saying that, but they use someone like a Stephen A. Smith to say it for them. And therefore, he'll get those $1 million contracts, or individuals like him will get those kind of contracts that, allows whites to take cover while blacks will do the work or the bidding for them. So I think that may be one perspective. I'm not sure how true it is, but it's something that has to be looked at to check the validity of that out, So
interesting.
Because I guess whites, they don't want to be called racist, but they still want their views to get out there, so they'll use a black to do that for them.
I agree with that. I agree that's happened. And I'm not saying that necessarily that's happened with Stephen A. Smith, but, never come down on white male athletes.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
he may have to.
I don't know about that.
To save face. He may have to start doing that just to save face, because if people are observing that, well, he may not care. If he's getting paid good money, he may say, "Well, look at this thing. I'm getting these nice paychecks."
Here's my, because I just thought about this, and I'm throwing all these things out. In my opinion, ESPN is going to replace him very soon with Pat McAfee.
Man, you think that's going to happen?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. They're already paying Pat McAfee probably more.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, Pat McAfee, I think Pat McAfee, who quite frankly, I never watched, because, I think that he's there to test out things, to say certain words that you don't usually hear on television, and he drops them in. Okay. And I mean curse words and stuff like that. That's when I have seen Pat McAfee, he always says something that makes me go, "You say that?"
You're like, did he really say that?
What I mean? Yeah. Did he use that word?
Oh, boy.
And that's. I mean,
the envelope.
Yeah, and he's somebody who, this Pat McAfee thing happened all of a sudden. Pat McAfee got paid big bucks by ESPN.
That's interesting.
To do what he's doing, but that's another thing. That's
a whole nother thing.
That's not what we're talking about. Yeah, it just came into my head when I thought about it.
So I have this question.
Okay.
Right?
You got 2 minutes to ask it.
Oh, I got 2 minutes.
Go on.
Man.
Mm-hmm. No, we got to go to a break. That's all.
We
You
got
can
a break.
do it
We got a
after
break
if you want to wait. But
Well, I guess my question is, I think that just for Black people in general, as we climb corporate ladders, what is the responsibility we have to our community? I think all of this is around what people believe. If you're a representative of us and you get to the top and what that looks like, then how should you represent, support one another in that role? I think that is what always happens for those that climb the career ladder. And if it appears that you quote unquote have a neutral take and you criticize us, it's like, how could you do that? You ain't supposed to be criticizing us. You're supposed to be on our side. It's almost like, well, pull me to the side and say that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely correct. And somebody like Eric, who's old like me, evidently, would know that, one of the people I thought about was Martin Luther King. Okay. Black people thought he was crazy to come out against the Vietnam War. Crazy to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because Lyndon Johnson had just signed all this stuff for us.
Oh.
And he was catching heat because of the Vietnam War. And then you're going to come out against the Vietnam War that everybody is, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So when you reach a certain point, like you said, Kiki, I agree. There's some things that, don't align with what some of us as a people think you should do.
Be doing.
Okay? Or should say. It's not that you're not for us anymore. It's just that, man, why are you doing this now?
Right now.
Why are you saying that? Why do you feel that way? And it's okay for that person to feel that way. Okay? Martin Luther King was right. He went by conscience. He didn't do the Bill Cassidy. He didn't do the Senator Cassidy thing. Okay? And, that's another way to look at it. Eric, thank you so much for your call.
Thanks, Eric.
Always good. Always good. 504-582-9422. Right now we're talking Stephen A. Smith, the chief. Will be here later. Yep, police chief Ann Kirkpatrick and her, it's not like she's never here. I don't want to make it sound that way. She's here all the time. Okay. 504-582-9422. We're still talking a little bit about Stephen A. Smith, and we'll talk about Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes in her book right here on the Good Morning Show.
WBOK New Orleans, home of the Good Morning Show, 7 to 9 a.m. weekdays.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. President Trump is firing back at Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff after the Democrat criticized his ballroom project.
You mean Pee Wee Herman? Pee Wee Herman lookalike? No, I would much rather do other things. We're building a great facility here.
Trump says the ballroom is necessary for national security. His administration has also asked the Supreme Court to overturn a lower court ruling blocking construction. A federal judge is allowing the Trump administration to end temporary protected status for nearly 1,100 Somalis. Homeland Security says conditions in Somalia have improved, while advocates argue the country remains a humanitarian crisis. And New York Knicks star Karl Anthony Towns and model Jordan Woods are married. The longtime couple tied the knot Saturday in Malibu in front of celebrity guests and fellow NBA players. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Good morning. Wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the Good Morning Show. It is 8:01 a.m. on this Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right? This is Tuesday. Yeah.
Today is Tuesday.
August 18th. Yeah, okay.
You got it. You
like
got
I said,
it.
It's going so quickly. All the days run together. You know, what are you looking at, Jared? What are you? Just because I'm old and can't remember what time and what day it is. And all
You're
that
not
good
old.
stuff.
You seasoned.
No, I'm old.
No.
I'm old, you know. Oliver Thomas keeps telling me that I'm old, so I guess I'm old.
Dang.
No, Jared, I'm not? Okay. All right.
You're
Jared
not
says
old.
I'm not. Yeah.
No.
Well. Yep. We'll see. 504-582-9422. The chief will be with us in the last half hour of the show.
Whoop, whoop.
Chief Ann Kirkpatrick will be here with her regular appearance here at WBOK.
Yep.
Forgot to ask Reese if it's every month or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I know she's always here, and we appreciate her being here.
Yep.
Hmm.
Man, it got hot this morning, huh?
I didn't think it was hot.
I hope they gonna let me come back.
I don't think it was hot. No.
It wasn't hot yet.
No, I wouldn't call it hot.
It was warm.
I think it was good. You know, it was good discussion.
It was
I don't
good
think it's hot.
banter.
I don't think it's hot at all.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
This is why I love radio. I got to get back. I got to figure it out. Radio is fun.
Radio is fun. Huh?
Yes, radio is fun.
You like radio.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, when the chief comes, we're going to talk about, recruitment, which is important.
Yep.
Which is important because, I mean,
we
wow.
need people to
I
protect
remember
and
when it
serve,
was
huh?
like 1,700 or something policemen at one point, and now it's a lot less than that. And New Orleans Police Department does a really good job under those kind of circumstances.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we'll talk to the chief about those types of things. 504-582-9422. If you want to call and talk about the Stephen A. Smith thing, I'm giving you about another minute or two to talk about it, to
Got a minute.
call. And then I'm going to get to...
We got to transition, huh?
I'm going to make a transition to Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes in her book. So 504...
Call us.
582-9422.
Yep.
And it will be, giving you a minute.
You got
Start
a
at the
minute.
clock.
You got a minute. We on the clock.
Start at
I got
the
the
clock.
stopwatch. I started the stopwatch. I started it. Look, I just started it on my watch right
Start
now.
at the clock. Yep.
Count
And
down.
We shall see Yep. Well,
that was fun.
yeah. Your book.
My book,
Title of the book is
Blazing Your Own Trail, Faith, Focus, and Forward Momentum in Leadership.
How long has it been out?
For a year now.
Mm-hmm.
I launched last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud.
Okay. All right. What's it all about?
This book I like to call is my origin story. It chronicles my journey from a little fourth grader wanting to be an Olympian when I first saw FloJo, all the way up to me finally getting the athletic director job at Dillard.
So this is autobiographical.
Yes, very much so.
Gotcha.
And so this book I wrote to answer the question that I was getting from a number of young women that I was mentoring. And the burning question that they would always ask me was like, well, how did you know you were ready? And like kind of at what point did you believe you were ready to lead? Those were the questions that I would get. Like everyone would ask me that question. I was like, okay, so I need to think about this. So I took some time and really started reflecting on like what was my earliest moment where my confidence started to build and where I started to believe in myself. Like when did that happen? And so again, I was able to trace that all the way back to like fourth grade, the first time where, I had a success. I won my I think it was field day, and I won the 100-yard dash.
Right.
And I said a prayer, and then it goes on from there. So it's very much just for young. I would say my target audience is for high schoolers, college, young women. Is who I would say when I was writing the book, that's who I was thinking about. Like these are the young women where they are, and wanted to share like how I overcame challenges and those kinds of things. Yeah.
So, how long did it take you to write this?
Oh, so it probably be, but I will say I started this like 7 years ago. Then I put it down for like 4 years. Then I picked it back up and worked with a publishing company that helped me to get it out. So once I got with the company and I had somebody to help me walk through all of the things I wanted to talk about, like it was like 5-6 months.
So when did you know you were a leader or destined to lead?
To lead?
When did you know? When didn't you know? And then when did you know? If that makes sense.
So I will say probably around 7th grade. I attended there used to be this program that the state used to host. It was called a peer leadership camp. They used to take about 10 kids from every parish around the state. We'd all go for a week. Toledo Bend was where they hosted this camp. And so we were there, and I was in the 7th, 8th grade. I remember, again, meeting all these people from all across the state, and being chosen as a leader in my little group that I was in. And I would say probably around 7th, 8th grade, like, that's when I started to kind of understand, like, well, yeah, you just kind of always stand out. This is what you do. And there hasn't been any team, organization, or anything that I've been a part of where I haven't wound up being in charge.
We're going to talk to a female who's a leader.
Good.
I guess she's a leader.
Yeah.
She better be a leader.
Yeah.
I guess in a few minutes, we're going to talk to her. Did you have anybody, like that? Like, you see Ann Kirkpatrick leading, did you have anybody like that you saw?
Yeah, that made me want to lead, like
that was a leader.
That was a leader.
She is a leader. So anybody that you saw in your development that told you that's it.
My mom and my grandma.
Okay,
they were bosses.
Okay,
some bad women.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
Some bad women, in their own right.
Well, that makes sense. The book is Blazing Your Own Trail, Faith, Focus, and Forward Momentum in Leadership by the lady who's sitting in with us this morning, Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes, Commissioner of the HBCU. Youth Conference. This is the Good Morning Show on WBOK, 1230 a.m., a station you listen to all day long. We'll be right back after the break.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Kubel, and here are your Tuesday headlines. Different lights, same responsibility. This morning, Louisiana's law requiring drivers to move over now goes beyond just police and ambulances. The expanded move over law now requires drivers to move over for disabled vehicles displaying hazard lights, flashing lights, or another emergency warning device. The law continues to require drivers to yield the right-of-way to emergency vehicles using their audible or visual warning signals. A heads up for those on the West Bank, crews with the Sewage and Water Board will be working on a water main on General de Gaulle at Indiana Street today, which means that you may see lower than normal water pressure. The work will take place between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. And then when water is restored, just run your faucets for 5 minutes to flush out the lines before going back to regular use. Some unwelcome news for Saints fans this morning. First-round pick Jordan Tyson is set to miss around 2 months due to a hamstring injury that he suffered last week. The Saints drafted Tyson despite his long injury history in college, and this is now his 4th hamstring issue in less than a year. It is a big blow to a Saints offense that was hoping to pair Tyson with Chris Olave to give quarterback Tyler Shuck a pair of dangerous receiving threats in his first full season as a starter. And that is a look for you at your Tuesday morning headlines. I'm Elizabeth Hugel.
Hey, this is Steve Poston. Be sure to listen to WBOK 1230 a.m. every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and Sunday evening at 5 p.m. bringing you the best Southern Soul barroom music with the Southern Soul Weekend Party Mix, hosted by me, of course. I'll be playing your favorite Southern Soul music by artists from all over the South right here on WBOK 1230 a.m. or online at WBOK1230.com. The station you listen to longer. Listen to longer. Listen to longer.
New Orleans is built to host, and at the New Orleans Ernest N. Memorial Convention Center, it is where big ideas, major events, and careers come together under one roof. As the 6th largest convention center in the country with a team recognized as a national top workplace, we are proud to power the events that keep our city moving forward. Our staff of more than 450 brings nearly 3,900 years of combined experience, an average of almost 9 years each. If you're looking for a robust benefits package, career stability, and opportunity, visit MCCNO.com to explore open positions today.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yep, this is the Good Morning Show on 1230 a.m. WBOK. I'm Ro Brown, sitting in for Will Sutton. I sit in with him sometimes, so I guess today I'm sitting in for him. And Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes, commissioner of the HBCU Athletic Conference, is sitting in. I don't have any other way to put it. All right, we promised you an hour or so ago at the beginning of the show that we would have the regular, like I said, I want to stress that it's not like it's a big deal that she's here because she's here once a month. So, she's, I guess I guess she's part of staff in that regard or whatever.
Part of the squad. Part of the squad, baby. Part of the squad.
We're talking about the police chief,
whoop, whoop.
Chief Ann Kirkpatrick. You get a bell, Chief. I give you a bell.
Welcome.
Give you a bell. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. This one of my favorite things to do is to come to WBOK, talk to this audience. It's a great audience. Good to see you.
Yes, same here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited.
And, before we get started, I teased him, so I want to put this out. I want to commend you for getting Reese to wear a suit because I've never seen him. I'm sure he has, but I didn't know him when he walked in. He had on a suit. Usually see him busting out of his shirt and all that sort of thing. So I'm impressed.
He dresses very nicely.
He does.
I will confirm.
He cleans up very well.
I will confirm. He looks great in a uniform. He looks great in his suit, and he's just a great person.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He is a good guy. How you been?
I'm doing well. I am so pleased that we're beginning our season of second lines. We've got football. We've got all kinds of fun things in this great city.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, which leads me to a question that, I didn't intend to ask you, but since you said that, did you ever imagine that you would be a police chief working in a place that has a second line season? If you were in Oakland or wherever you were and they told you, Chief, you got to get ready for second line season, what would you have said?
Well, first of all, when I got here, I said, what is the second line? But I will tell you that every morning when I go to the Lord and thank him for my blessings, I right up at the top after thanking him for my family, but that he brought me to New Orleans.
Hey.
And that y'all have been so, so good to me to be the chief of police in what I believe the number one police department in this country and in the absolute best city of this country.
Mm-hmm.
So, I cannot tell you what a blessing, and I know it's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a cheap talker. So when I said it's a blessing, it means God's favor upon me has been given me this gift.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And so one of the things I always ask you about, and one of the things I think is important, is numbers.
Yes.
Recruitment.
Yes.
Numbers.
What do we look like?
Well,
what are the numbers right now, and how is recruitment going?
Well, recruitment was one of the top 3 big goals I had when I came here. A lot of people don't know. They know we're understaffed. But what they don't know is that at one point, we were a police department with about 1,500 sworn officers.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're just over 900. When I got here, we were in the 800s.
Right.
And so, that's big numbers.
Yeah.
And yet, we refused to compromise. We did not lower standards. And I'm here to report we have good news. We have turned a corner.
Mm-hmm.
There are about 47 to 50% increase of people applying and wanting to be a New Orleans police officer. And last week, we started a new class with 32 in it.
Okay.
We just graduated a class with about 30 in it. So we are on track for increasing our staff with hopefully a minimum goal of 1,200.
Wow.
But we will not compromise. And I'll tell you another really great thing. Most of our class, out of the 32, 29 are from Louisiana.
Wow.
And then out of that number, the majority are indeed New Orleans. And people also don't know, but our police department is majority African American.
Wow.
And our city is the majority African American. So our classes are reflecting our community.
That's good.
We also hired 2 of our first Asian females. And we're not hiring people just because of a race or a gender. We're hiring the best of the best. And when you do that, you'll always have diversity. You'll always.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You talked about, I remember when it was about 1,700, at least that's what I remember they used to say, back in, I said, but I'm old. I'm not like you guys. So I remember that kind of stuff. Yeah. But, the other thing is retention. Because I know, a lot of people come here, get their training, and they go work in surrounding parishes.
They're not doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you are the best of the best and you're the best team, you want to stay on that team, right?
Yeah.
Winners are attracted to elite teams.
That's
Winners
right.
are always attracted to being on the best team and the hardest one to be on and the hardest one to stay on. And so we're not seeing that. They're not coming to get their training on our dime and then leaving. And so people are staying, and our retention, and the city had really stepped up to the plate a couple of years ago and paid retention bonuses. But that's gone. That's over with. And yet people are still staying.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Really good news in the department.
Yeah.
Traffic enforcement.
Yep.
It's the lights aren't always blinking on the school zone signs and all
Yeah.
that good stuff. But, last week you saw, policemen out there with their little guns and the
Yeah.
whole works, traffic enforcement. Talk what's going on with that and, what does all that mean? And, yeah.
I've been a police officer for a long, long time, and I've been a police chief for little while. So what I'm going to say, and I say that to preface my remark, I don't care which city I have been in. The communities are always, if I go to a community meeting, usually the community's first ask of the police department is traffic enforcement. They want traffic enforcement until they get the ticket.
Well, I didn't mean me. I mean, I was talking about them.
I've even got one of those red light tickets. I've paid them. It's painful. It does change driving behavior, but particularly right now, we want to emphasize our kids. Our kids are just getting back into school.
Yep.
So yes, you're going to see those officers out there with those radar guns, LiDAR, and y'all, it's orderly. It's what people want. Because we're out there enforcing, do you know that we've seen 50% reduction in fatalities?
I believe it.
Speed is probably the greatest factor for injuries and injuries that result in death as well.
Yeah.
So yes, y'all, we all got to play our part.
That's right.
And we're going to enforce the law.
As you should.
Yes, we should.
Yes.
So that's where we're at.
Type of arrests that comes from traffic stops. Some people.
Yeah. Usually, again, I didn't do research on that before coming to the table with y'all, but I would say probably warrants are probably the thing that would be the greatest reason a person is being arrested on a traffic stop is that, your name when you give the officer that license, they're going to run the name. We call it running the name.
Right.
And we're checking to see that your driving status is good, you're not revoked. Those are types of things. But sometimes warrants get hit. And so that's probably the thing that you'll see the most frequently.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I would be warrants.
We're talking to Chief of Police Ann Kirkpatrick. Superintendent, they call it superintendent anymore. I always like superintendent of police, as opposed to police chief,
So there are not many cities in the country that use the term superintendent.
Oh, wow.
We're one of the few.
Okay.
However, the function is chief of police, and superintendent is a mouthful. So typically in-house and around the city, chief is what we just refer to. It's just easier, and it is the function.
Yeah.
Superintendent is a title.
It's a title.
With my peers, the superintendent of fire and so forth. But it's not a title used predominantly around the country.
Okay.
Because it's a story that, okay, yeah, we're going to get to some phone calls in a second. Because it's a story that's happening right now, this urban exploration business.
Tragic.
We had a young man at Plaza Tower.
Yes.
Fell to his death a couple nights ago.
Yes.
He and some of his friends were in the supposedly boarded up Plaza Tower, and he fell to his death. And condolences to him, his family, and everybody.
Yeah.
But Chief, talk about this. It's
it
happening here, happening in Jefferson a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So first and foremost, the whole thing about the trespassing into these private properties, the issue of the criminal side of it is just not even important right now in terms of this is a grieving family. There were friends. This is a time of grieving. We'll deal with the criminal side at another time, even if there are going to be charges to begin with. These are private properties. And so I happened to catch the news last night and saw the chief of Kenner, wonderful man, but he was talking about the problem they have in the mall over there in Kenner, where is it called Esplanade?
Esplanade.
Still,
It's back in the back, Esplanade.
Still learning some of my landmarks, but they have had even probably more problem than we have had. The problem associated with this urban exploration is that it is truly dangerous. And
Yeah.
we see this, we're living it today. But these are private property issues. The owners have responsibility. This is not city property.
Mm.
And yet, in this particular case, very tragic consequences. A group of kids went in, explored, and one lost their life as a result of the dangers in there. It's dangerous not only for the explorer, but y'all think about the first responder.
Yeah.
Now you're asking our, in this particular case, our medical EMS,
Yeah.
where this call came out not as a police call. The call came out as a ambulance, a
Oh,
medical call.
man.
The
Right.
call came out as a medical call.
Right.
And so, it's putting
Them
not
in
only
danger.
fire department, police department, you've got now the EMS, everybody who has to go into that structure
Mhm.
is risking their lives.
Yep.
Because these are not sound structures.
Right.
We know they're hazards. And so we are sorry to the family that they are grieving right now and the friends, everybody involved.
Yeah.
But it's a problem.
And you don't know who's in there
You don't
when you go
know.
in.
You don't
That's
know.
the other thing. Yeah.
And so please don't, influencers are on TikTok or whatever they do. Think about the impacts that
Yeah.
are the negative impacts.
Fact.
It's encouraging dangerous, risky behavior.
Yeah.
And especially if you're young, you don't weigh the risk the same.
Yep.
So
504-582-9422. We are talking to Police Chief Ann Kirkpatrick. I had a question I was going to ask her, but I'm going to wait and take the call because I got a feeling the caller might ask my question. Line 1, Reverend Calhoun. How are you doing, sir? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. You too, Ro.
Yeah, I knew you'd give me that kind of treatment. You see that? See how he treats me.
My quick question, though, is about flock cameras. I'd like the chief's opinion on those, on that controversy, as well as opportunities other than patrolman in the police department. How can we find out what other opportunities that may be people may want to seek in the police department? And I'll hang up and listen. And Rose, you have a good morning.
All right. Thank you, Rev. Thank you very much.
you.
Thank you for letting me buy you lunch last week, by the way. Gee, what are flock cameras? We were going to ask. That's not the question. I was going to ask you about that. But yeah.
So first of all, good morning, Reverend. Thank you for calling. Always appreciate hearing from you, sir. Flock cameras have been in the media lately, not only locally but nationally. The issue about what is a flock camera. These are cameras that are along like interstates and some of our local streets. We only have one inside of the city of New Orleans. It was installed several years ago before I ever got here. A flock camera is a license plate reader of your car, the car that is registered. It does not see inside the car, so it has no idea who's driving the vehicle. Is a license plate reader, and that is a system where if you're looking for, let's say, a missing person. Let me back up and give you an example we all experienced here, and that was the New Year's Day terrorist. We know he came out of Houston. Along the interstate, there were cameras. He was picked up on several flock cameras. We literally know when he left. We know when he stopped. We know when he took breaks. We know when he came into the city. We knew all of that from flock cameras. And so let's say you have we had a young man who was reported missing this week who was also autistic, higher risk. We knew he was in a particular car. And so although within the city there's only the one flock camera, it's an idea that the cameras are linked together. And so the idea is that as a safety approach, a tool should be first and foremost for the safety of people. Pardon me. And so that's really what the system is. But all technology although they are force multipliers and they have a good, there are, when people don't know enough about it, they rightfully go, I don't know. Is this invading a privacy issue? And that's what that's the controversy.
Right.
So it's kind of like the internet. We use the internet.
Yeah.
It has so much great good to it.
Yeah.
But then you have a dark web.
Yeah.
And so all of these things are balances.
Right.
Yeah. That's what a flock system is.
Yeah, and I think some people with the flock cameras in some places, I mean, I remember reading stories where people used them the wrong way for the wrong things.
Right.
You know.
Abused
it.
it.
Like stalking. You know, I mean, people had access to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask about who has access to the system.
I'm like you. I'm hearing this on the news like you're hearing it on the news as far as abuses associated with it.
Yeah.
As again, in our city, I only know of one camera. I've been told we only have the one camera. We bought 3 under the former administration. I was not here. And so with respect to who had access, I've heard about private parties, but there are always people who abuse power.
Yeah.
And so, I can't tell you I have heard of an abuse in our city, but I'm hearing it like you.
Yeah. This is the Good Morning Show. We're going to take a break right here. The chief will be with us for, another, 14 minutes or so before, it's not like she doesn't have anything else to do. And so we're going to let her leave at about 8:45 or somewhere around there. And, but yeah, this is the Good Morning Show. I'm Ro Brown sitting in for Will Sutton with Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes, and we'll be right back with the chief after this.
The rhythm of the streets.
The flavor in every dish.
The story in every song.
We are New Orleans Tourism and Cultural Foundation.
We help artists build the future of New Orleans.
Because when the culture thrives, our people thrive.
Every note, every brushstroke, every dish is a door opening new possibilities for those who carry our traditions forward. And when we open that door, the whole city moves forward. For New Orleans Tourism and Cultural Foundation, culture is our open door.
This summer, the place to be is downtown. From incredible restaurants and shopping to retail, wellness, and so much more. Enjoy special offers and discounts from participating downtown businesses all season long. Brought to you by the Downtown Development District. Whether it's after work, date night, or weekend fun, there's always something happening downtown. Plan your next outing at participating locations like Coppervine, Mother's, the Audubon Aquarium, and Riverwalk Outlets. Visit downtownnola.com. Summer starts here.
Well, Saints of God, this is Pastor David Impartan Sr. coming to you over the airways of WBOK, your favorite host of Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. I want to invite you to our show every Saturday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. That's Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. I want you to invite your family and friends to a broadcast that's designed to change your life, the way you think, the way you act, and what you eat. We want you to tune in every Saturday at 1 o'clock, WBOK, 12:30 a.m. See you on Saturday.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana communities through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation, please visit us at www.jazzandheritage.org.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Today is a WDSU First Warning Weather Alert Day. Areas surrounding the lake are under an extreme heat warning. We could feel up to 115. Everyone else under a heat advisory. Those areas could feel up to 110. Either way it goes, it's going to be a hot one. Afternoon storm chances are possible. Expect frequent lightning, also possibly some heavy rain. Tonight, lows are 76 to 81. Tomorrow, more heat with highs 93 to 96. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
welcome back to the Good Morning Show on WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long.
All day.
The phone number is 504-582-9422. We got about 9 to 10 more minutes with the chief.
The chief.
Yes. I don't care. The superintendent. That's what I that's what I like, okay? The superintendent of police. And Kirkpatrick. Thank you, Chief, for being with us. Yeah.
I go by many names.
You go by many names. Now, I wanted to ask you, I thought the caller would ask this, I went to Lawless Junior High School.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it became Lawless Senior High School. It was the building I went in and was gone because Katrina took it, and it's a new building, but no school in there now, but you're in there now. What are you doing with this building? Did you take the building? Did you buy it? Do you own it? What's going on?
Well, first of all, we're excited to be in this building, Lawless School. So we're in there right now, and so to speak, temporarily, with the goal of being in there permanently. The city still is doing some contract work, signing off on the contracts with the school board to have permanent presence for us. We are going to use it and have started to use it for our police academy. And our in-service training. So we have our newer class is in there, but we also want it to be a joint facility. So let's say the EMS people or fire or some of our other city departments, potentially a medical clinic to be in the building through Dr. Avegno's office, our public health group. And so, and our community, we want to have, it's a great facility and we want to be good community partners.
Yeah.
And so we're just excited because it's just a fabulous building. It's only about 10 years old.
Right.
And it had to close because of lower enrollment. So why not put it back into commerce, so to speak? And we're out there and we run in the community, in the neighborhood. And as I said, we want to be good friends. We got to eat and things like that. Yeah. So we hope to be adding to the economy of the area. So we're excited to be there. And Lawless is a great, I know a little bit of the history of the Lawless name.
So the city will buy the place.
They're working on that side
they
of
are
it.
Working on it,
So I don't really do the money side of the business transactions, but I do think that that's the goal there.
Okay. All right. Okay, makes sense. You got classrooms.
Yeah.
You got a gym.
Yeah.
We got a gym.
You got a cafeteria.
We got a cafeteria. We got, and none of us could cook, but we got a cafeteria. We actually have a fabulous theater.
Oh, wow.
And so anyway, it's a really excellent.
You got an auditorium. Yeah.
Lots of room, lots of growth, but that's why we want to be partners with more than just the police department. You've heard our mayor reference regionalization. Well, regional training also works. And so I really am an advocate of the concept of regionalizing, being partners.
Yeah.
We're good partners right now in our crime strategies. And also I do want to circle back. Reverend Calhoun also asked about other job opportunities.
Yeah.
And so the Reverend, not only just to answer you specifically, but anyone who's interested, we have about 400 non-sworn employees on the police department.
Okay.
They are as much of a member of the police department as a police officer. And we have scientists, we have people who do finance for us, we have people who do a lot of administrative backbone work, we have people who help do investigations. And so if you're interested, go to our website, joinnopd.org. And I have to say, though, right now there's a hiring freeze.
Oh, boy.
Sorry. But yes, in the future, we want y'all to continue to watch us because we're not just the police on the street. We have to have that backbone, and they are fabulous.
Okay.
Our staff is fabulous. And I don't like to call them civilian. I like to call them professional staff because that's who they are. They're professional.
Yeah.
And it's important that they are valued for their profession.
Yeah. Yeah.
We already talked about flock cameras. What about drones?
Yeah.
You talk about the NOPD and drones.
Well, drones, we do have drones. We're getting more drones. We're going to be joining, like the rest of the law enforcement community in the country, to use drones as first responders. Our JP partners next door, JP Sheriff, they have their whole territory covered with drones.
Really?
So I want people to think about this. In the 7th District, we can get a drone up and in the air to get to your call sooner than we get a car driven there, if you think about it.
Think so.
That call can, and it's the issue of the safety. We can confirm if there is, let's say, a stolen vehicle, and we can follow it before we can get a car there. Also, it helps, why do a pursuit when you put a drone up in there?
I mean,
there are all kinds of things that can be used efficiently and effectively. Drones are used to help, again, with missing kids, missing adults. Drones, y'all realized, remember a couple of weeks ago when the transformer blew up in the French Quarter?
Right.
We put a drone up there, and we could see that fire spreading.
Wow.
And so it gave us the information we needed to know to evacuate and how far to evacuate. So again, all technology has a plus. It has a minus. And we can build in boundaries. Guardrails. And I'm a privacy gal myself. I like, I understand the advocates who are advancing the policy issues of privacy. I get that.
Yeah.
And so that's why I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. We get a lot more pluses than we do minuses.
That's right.
And it's a matter of building that guardrail in there.
Right.
There it is.
Night Out Against Crime.
Yeah. Coming up in October, y'all. So October the 6th. That was another thing, Mr. Brown, coming from the outside. So it's a national event.
Yes.
Night Out Against Crime. It's every August. So I come here and go, what are we doing at Night Out Against Crime in October? It's because I'm too stupid. I didn't put together how hot it is in October. In August. So I was like, oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because it is one hot place in August.
That's okay. You're forgiven. You didn't understand second line season either, so that's all right.
But, I'm learning, and I made a promise to the city and when I was hired, that I would embrace every single culture because it's a great culture.
Amen.
And I want to advance the culture and embrace it and protect it, not get rid of it. So anyway, we made some adjustments. And so historically here in New Orleans and our fellow parishes and neighboring agencies, it's October, y'all. So October the 6th, get out. Fight Against Crime is about neighbors getting to know their neighbors.
Yep.
And you were talking about your age, Mr. Brown. I'm probably up there with you.
No, you're not.
But we didn't know our neighbors anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And so the concept of, being your brother's keeper.
Yep.
And watching out for one another. And so it gets everybody into the street and have a little party.
That's right.
And get to know your officer that's assigned to your area. So it's about relationship building because police work is relational.
Yeah.
And so, it goes toward our public safety.
Yeah. National Night Out. I like that.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite childhood.
Night Out Against Crime.
Yeah. And I'm from a smaller community, so I wasn't born and raised in New Orleans. I was raised in Minden, Louisiana, Webster
Parish.
Yeah.
Well, that's a new place for me. I've never heard of it.
Northwest corner, literally.
Even my elderly parents in Memphis would get out into the neighborhood cul-de-sac on Night Out Against Crime.
Yeah.
And it was great because the neighbors watched over my parents, and that matters, it does matter.
Absolutely.
And so, but if you want to sign up, if you're a neighborhood who wants to sign up officially, sign up by October 2nd. And
Where do they go?
It's on the website, and
Okay.
they can go there. It should also be on the city website. So sign up, and we had over 100 neighborhoods sign up last year. I try to get out and see everybody, but also Patch comes out and visits. Patch is
little horse.
Patch is my
Your
Patch
little
is the
horse.
rock
That's
star
the
of this
mascot.
city.
Come on, Pat.
Patch is the rock star.
You
Well,
can get Patch to come
yeah.
by. Hey, if you sign up, y'all got to get signed up.
Well,
Hey.
well, Chief, you have talked up your time.
I know I have.
You
and I
are
thank you.
dismissed.
Thanks again.
No, seriously, no.
Well,
Good. Thank you for coming.
I
Thank
always
you.
enjoy
Everyone.
y'all very, very much in our audience and our community. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
This is the Good Morning Show on WBOK, 1230 a.m., the station you listen to all day long. The Chief, Stephen A. Smith. Whatever else you want to talk about in this last 14, 13 minutes, give us a call, 504-582-9422.
It's off the top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
In nearly 50 years of covering Louisiana's justice system, I have never witnessed the indictment of a sitting state attorney general by an Orleans Parish grand jury or by a grand jury in any other Louisiana parish. That was big news. Then came even bigger news. All of the charges were dropped by the special prosecutor assigned to oversee the case. Former Judge Lori White, the special prosecutor, says she dropped the indictment against State Attorney General Liz Murrill because New Orleans Mayor Helena Moreno and other city officials urged her to do so to ease tensions between the city and state. The mayor offered a peace sign asking Governor Jeff Landry to meet so they could resolve their differences. Landry said no, not until the city gets things in order. Requesting that the AG charges be dropped was another peace sign. Landry still said no, thank you. Landry and Murrill have no interest in being friends with New Orleans leaders. I understand not wanting to be friends with people who you think want you to be put behind bars for 80 years. The circumstances and the players are different, but what we have here is the latest chapter in a long history of the bruising political wars between the state and the city. It's not good for the city or the state. Who knows how this latest drama will play out? What matters is whether this legal grudge match helps citizens who want leaders who will improve their quality of life. Now, this unfortunate drama is damaging our state, our city, our judiciary, and our chances for more economic development. It boils down to this. It's a cartoon with characters bashing each other, and it's not funny. We deserve better. This is Norman Robinson, Off the Top.
This is attorney Suzette Bagneris.
This is Dr. Cassandra Shepard.
And this is Gerard Stevens.
Each Monday from 4 to 6 p.m., join us for the Reality Check.
We talk about the news in and around New Orleans.
The Reality Check
on WBOK 1230 AM and 107.1 FM.
Here we go. The Reality Check on WBOK 1230 AM.
Climate Hope NOLA presents this month's climate keyword, adaptation. Climate adaptation means preparing our communities for stronger storms, hotter days, flooding, and rising water. That means planting trees, restoring wetlands, protecting homes, and helping families recover stronger after disasters. In New Orleans, resilience is part of who we are and how we survive. Learn more, stay informed, and take action with Climate Hope NOLA. Visit Team Hope NOLA on Instagram to learn more.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Comparing the cost of wills, successions, and trusts.
A will might only be a few $100s, but your family could end up paying more in legal fees.
Trust costs more upfront, but saves time, stress, and potentially thousands.
Think of it as paying a little now to avoid a big bill later. Smart planning means big savings for your family. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Wake up and join us on the Good Morning Show every first and third Friday at 8 a.m. to hear our friends at New Orleans & Company, the official destination sales and marketing organization for New Orleans and a driving force behind our city's cultural economy. Learn more at www.neworleans.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another open enrollment update. Who do I have on the line today?
Hi, you're speaking with Vanessa Scott of BSG of Louisiana.
Can you tell us a little bit about what is open enrollment?
The open enrollment period is for Medicare members that want to change from one plan to another.
Why is open enrollment so important?
Because a lot of people missed out on the annual enrollment period. So they need to have a one-on-one review.
And if you have questions or concerns about your Medicare plans, what should you do?
You just pick up the phone, call 504-621-3687. We even come out to your house. Zero cost to them.
Get with BSG of Louisiana for your Medicare review.
For church groups, senior communities, or disability organizations, call 504-621-3687. We are an independent insurance agency providing information about Medicare-related insurance plans. We are not connected or endorsed by Medicare or the U.S. government.
New Orleans parents, is your child preparing for the ACT? Top Tutors for Us provides personalized test prep designed for African American students who will connect with tutors who look like them from top HBCUs. Our students receive targeted instruction, consistent practice, and the encouragement they need to raise their scores and compete for college scholarships. Founded right here in New Orleans, our award-winning program was designed with our students in mind. Don't wait until test day. Visit TopTutorsForUs.com and help your child begin preparing today.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Round the third and coming home on the Good Morning Show. I'm Ro Brown, sitting in for Will Sutton. Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes is sitting in.
Good morning.
Best way I can put it. Enjoyed having you here this morning.
It's been so much fun.
We had a good talk with the Chief of Police.
Yes.
And Kirkpatrick. And we talked about Stephen A. Smith and NABJ. We got about 8 minutes left. 504-582-9422.
Call us, y'all.
That's 504-582-9422. Those of you who say you can't get a chance to get in and call, you got your chance right now.
This is your shot. Don't throw away your shot. That's what Hamilton said.
Yep. So what's in store for you in the future?
In the
for
future?
The conference. What you up to? Where you going?
Man, hey, we actually, so I got a teaser. I do have a teaser. We'll be making some announcements really soon, next month, in a couple of weeks, about a championship we bring into New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't tell you yet, though, because we got a press conference coming. So I'm just letting y'all know to be looking out. HBCUAC.org. You can check us out. We'll be announcing that real soon. We announced we were moving the basketball championship to Dallas. We're in partnership with the Dallas Independent School District and Dallas Sports Commission. So we're really excited about building what I would like to see. I would say is, it's going to be an amazing basketball display. You got 32 teams that we're going to have descending upon that area. And it's Black History Month, so it's the last week of February. And we are looking forward to building and cultivating the alumni groups, Divine Nine, students at those institutions there in the area. So, we've got some good stuff coming up. We host baseball and softball right now in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Stillman College is our school in that area, and it's our I would say our whole school there. And we for the last year it was our first time doing that championship baseball and softball together. It went extremely well. They've got a really nice new facility there, River Run Park. So we were like one of the first organizations to host championships there. I mean, just top notch. So we were super excited. We are in a 3-year agreement with them. So we're really excited about it. It's gonna be really good. And then in Shreveport, we'll be hosting volleyball and men and women's soccer in November. So we're super excited about that. We've been in relationship with the Shreveport-Bossier Sports Commission, I think, for like 6-7 years now. And you know, that's my stomping ground. So you know, headed back up there, it was like, I think it was personal for me. I was like, yeah, we got to get to the northwest part of the state. But again, you know, geographically, it works for somewhat, you know, for the membership. So yeah, we're doing volleyball and soccer combined this year. So we're hoping that that's gonna, from an economic standpoint, that we'll have more people traveling into the city. You know, again, economic boost. That's what it's all about. So yeah, we've got some good stuff coming up with all of the championships, and yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Don't forget, today on 12:30 a.m. WBOK, the station you listen to all day long. Front Porch coming up right after us.
Yep. Make sure you tune in.
And Graylin and all the crew. You know, and then later on, it's the G-Man, Gerard Stevens, with the reality check. I like to tell Gerard, you better check your reality.
I like the way you put that. Check your reality.
And,
I like it.
Yep, because they come up, you know, later on today, and you know, as usual, all kinds of good stuff here. Talking about things that coming up, also, you know, in you said that there's some things that you can't tell us, and that's good. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you know, yeah. Xavier University Athletic Hall of Fame, University of New Orleans Athletic Hall of Fame coming up. And I can't tell you who's in. Okay,
but you know,
because it hadn't been announced yet.
See, when you've been in a game like
I can't
roll the pro. You get the insider's information. You know what's happening before.
It's not inside information. I'm on the selection committees. It's no inside information. I'm on the selection committees. Okay,
I love it. I absolutely love it. So all of that's forthcoming. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's going to be exciting. Forthcoming. I'll definitely be keeping my eye out.
Yeah, you know, your alma mater, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to have to go visit them soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is super cool.
Different names, yeah. Well, thank you, my dear, for joining me here. Joining us here, you know, like I said.
I'm thanking Will
I'm
Sutton.
a visitor, too, you know.
Thank you, Will Sutton, for texting me and asking me to participate.
Is he supposed to be back tomorrow, Jared?
He'll be back.
Oh, he's coming back. Oh, how nice of him after he's been gone for about a month. No, it hasn't.
Everybody deserves a break. Come on, roll down. Come on.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be talking. He'll have a lot to say.
Thank you, Will.
A lot coming from the National Association of Black Journalists.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear his take.
In Atlanta, which
it's going to be good.
I'm sure he has lots of information about that. Thank you, listeners and callers. Reverend Calhoun, Eric, all that crew. Thank you, Chief Ann Kirkpatrick of the New Orleans Police Department. And thank you for listening. This has been the Sports Report on WBOK. 12:30 a.m. The station you listen to all day long.